So, Starfield just did their showcase at the Xbox Game Showcase 2023, and I have some thoughts on it. First, let's get the basic stuff out of the way, then I'll get into the new reveal. Starfield, as far as I can tell, is planning on sitting somewhere between No Man's Sky and Star Citizen, both games I have played in the past, so I do have some knowledge to compare them. No Man's Sky is it's basically endless, and it has a lot to do. And I do mean a lot. Star Citizen, on the other hand, is for the sim hardcore space pilot. Hashtag look at my new ship I just bought for $500 because this one moves the windscreen wipers and it is so immersive. It's tiny, microscopic compared to No Man's Sky, but the appeal is in the complex systems and simulator vibe, I guess. I got it and refunded it less than an hour later because it was just a buggy mess back then. But hey, maybe they will finish it sometime. Starfield seems to want to slot somewhere in between these two. It's an action RPG with 1,000 or so planets to visit and explore, a main story, and some open world to it. As far as I can see right now, it should fit right in the typical RPG game style, but in space and with better graphics, apparently. But let's wait for release before we judge it on that. In this presentation, and to someone that has played No Man's Sky for over 500 hours, Starfield takes a hell of a lot of inspiration from it. Looking at it at face value, since I cannot play Starfield yet, it seems they tried to take No Man's Sky systems and smush it with a more realistic graphics package like Star Citizen. However, it seems that the few things that actually made No Man's Sky a popular and successful game, on top of all the other systems, have been ignored by Bethesda. Here is where the cake meets the face. Some have called this the Star Citizen killer, and while at first I could have been leaning towards it, now, not so much. It doesn't seem to offer the same level of simulator experience, and it is not marketing itself for it. The emphasis has been on exploring and unearthing its story and secrets, with some pew-pew in the middle. Sure, there will be base building, shipbuilding, and more, and that might actually seduce some of those two games' player bases, but I don't think that it will be that impactful, to be honest. Without those systems that make the game amazing, it seems it will appeal more to the casual solo player instead of the No Man's Sky Explorer or the $30,000 man cave spaceship room Star Citizen player. And casuals, unfortunately, come and go. The problem is the single player only experience. No Man's Sky exploded when we truly got multiplayer, not the floating orb crap, the real one. Having our buddies along for the ride, comparing ships, doing missions, exploring, building bases, it was glorious. This extends to the exploration aspect as well. The fact that our personal discoveries, from animals to resources and stars, they all remain forever. This means any player that runs into what that player discovered in their own game, it will look exactly like what you saw, all the way from the system layout to the animals you discovered. Star Citizen is fully online with PvP, so no problem there. Starfield being offline, both in the galaxy discovery and in multiplayer game modes, will only hurt itself in the long run. Having that shared experience, even if just in the anomaly hub like No Man's Sky, is so meaningful. It shows you that you are not alone, and the universe has others out there just like you. Plus, the discovery feature of No Man's Sky feels like the universe is being discovered by everyone, and lets you leave a mark on its massive universe. Now sure, it will get DLCs, expansions, new content every once in a while, but it will never be equal to the feeling of flying in a squadron with others, to land and do missions together, to explore the galaxy and fight between yourselves what stupid names you want to give to the planets you discovered. In my opinion, what makes a game memorable is how many players it grabs fully, enough for them to make it their main game. How many hardcore players it will harbor because the rest come and go. Games like World of Warcraft, Fortnite, and Minecraft became great because of the sheer amount of players it captivated. Millions held tight to each game like it was the One Ring. In my honest opinion, I don't believe Starfield will result in that, unless it allows for a discovery system at least, and it would definitely benefit from a co-op multiplayer feature. It will sell probably a lot, and it will be played for quite a bit. But like others in the past, it may fade rather quickly if all we have is that solo experience. I don't want to sound like I'm just putting it down. Like I said, It will sell and people will play it. Some might even go all the way to explore all the worlds it will have. I will buy it and play it as well. It looks cool, interesting, and probably a decent space RPG, as long as they don't just port the Xbox version to Windows. Please don't do that. I've had enough with shitty ports to PC recently. I won't name names, but you know who you are. Dicks. There are features in Starfield I am dying to get my hands on. Stuff I have advocated for in No Man's Sky, for example. The ship creator and editor is a brilliant idea. Having the ability to design and assemble my own personalized ship is going to feel awesome. I have always wanted this for No Man's Sky, but alas, it is not in yet. Even with the fact that you can tailor some aspects of it, and they are assembled from pre-made modules. The acting and storytelling looks like it will be a good one, something these days is lacking in many games. The base building looks interesting as well, with that blueprint top-down view, and the actual running around and exploring planets seems fun to do as well. There are a lot of positives, and I am looking forward to playing it, but without the multiplayer, either co-op or full-on PvP, they are setting themselves up for another short run. I really do hope they plan on adding it in the future, along with more planets and more stuff to do. Again, I hope they give us a lot of possibilities, a real open universe full of stuff to do, from space pirate, miner, or even like a space Texas Ranger moving around systems and catching bad guys. Games like Red Dead Redemption are great because they give us a lot of stuff to do, ways to express ourselves, and to create different and personal characters all into one. I pray they release a multiplayer update in the future to let us play around with our friends and blow each other's creations up, to share or build bases together, to explore a shared universe and not just one generated for ourselves and that looks nothing like the ones our buddies got in their Planet procedural raffle. Let's see in September on release, if they don't delay it. I'm reasonably excited, but somewhat fearful it will be a little dry on the possibilities a open universe should give us, and I, for one, will be missing having the homies drop by for some space shenanigans. Or maybe No Man's Sky has just grown into such a spectacular game, ruining my expectations so much that future titles will have a hard time competing with it. How about yourself? Are you excited to play Starfield? Will you miss not having co-op at least? Do you play other space RPGs and will jump on this one for good? Let me know in the comments below. Just please be respectful. Leave a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.